It's baseball time back here in Palm Springs Stadium as the Palm Spring Power going for their 10th win in a row as they take on the San Diego Grind. Brae Foust here alongside Zach Reynolds as we have a very good matchup here tonight. The Palm Spring Power going to try and go for their 10th win in a row as we stated before. Miles Halligan on the bump today. Zach, how you doing, my man?
Well, I'm ready for more great baseball. Had a great game here last night at Palm Springs Stadium and looking forward to another great one here against the Grind. Started off 11-0, lost one. Have won 9 in a row since then. We're at 20-1. Let's keep it rolling.
I agree, my man. I agree. So, real quick before we get going, let's go to the starting rotation in the field right now for the Palm Spring Power. In the outfield, we have Porter Pittman Jr., out in left field. Noah Blythe is in center field. Jacob Mejia in right field. In the infield, Anthony Angel Jr. is going to be at the hot corner. Cole Abrams at short. Tyler Priest at second. And Mark Kirkland at first. And behind the plate, the returning Brian Ball, by the way, from injury. Jed Down has been taking over for him for a few games, but he's back, ready to go. Ready for Brian Ball to be back in the lineup?
Absolutely. I mean, he was one of the hottest hitters for the Power at the time where he took a foul ball off the wrist behind the dish, and he was all right. It was just day-to-day. He got a couple of days off. Jed Downham filled in nicely, and Downham still with the Power just in case he's needed again. But I'm glad to see Brian back there and doing well.
Absolutely. I'm excited for Brian Ball to be back in the lineup as well. He was on a good hot streak. Like you said, had that little small injury. It was day-to-day, but he's back in the lineup. And on the mound today is going to be Miles Halligan, starting for the Palm Spring Power, currently pitching around a 2.8 ERA, 33 strikeouts, third on the team with that many strikeouts. He is a strikeout machine.
Absolutely. He's had a couple of starts with double digits. We'll see if maybe that's in order again.
So the Power are ready, the Grind are ready, the umpires are ready. We are here. We're ready to go. First pitch on the way. It's going to be up and inside for ball one taken. This is going to be Agent Jr. up to the plate for the Grind. Last time the Power played these guys, they were able to take the victory 6-4. Next pitch is going to be fouled out of play into the park. We're going to even it up at 1-1 now.
Beautiful day here at the ballpark again.
Oh, yeah.
Not super hot out compared to what it's been the last couple of weeks.
Misters are out. It's cooling off the stadium here. It's a good day for a game, that's for sure. Next pitch is going to be a little high in the backstop for a ball. Count is now 2-1. Tyler Priest moving over to second base. We had a little bit of a late lineup change earlier today. Manuel Dean was taken out of the lineup. Was scheduled to start, but 2 hours before that, we had to do a quick change. 2-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be popped up. Over in Priest and Kirkland's area. Kirkland gets underneath it, makes the grab, and that will be out number one.
Oh, nice way to start things off for Miles Halligan. Nice little pop-up on a jam shot from Hinojosa. One pitch, or one batter, one out. That's always how you want to start.
Can't do anything wrong about that. 26 more of those he would definitely take. That's going to bring up Randy Lopez for the Grind. Lopez is going to be, I believe, the designated hitter, if I'm not mistaken. No, correction, he's actually at second base. First pitch to him. Taken, catches that lower end of the strike zone. Catches it for 0-1. Probably good placement there by Halligan. Looks like Lopez didn't want to offer that one. Wind blowing out to the center right area of the ballpark. 0-1 pitch. Square to bump. Pulls it back, but catches that outside corner. Count is now 0-2.
Halligan spotting up the fastball nicely there. Hard and right on the black. Nothing Lopez could do with it.
So it looks like locked in and loaded, ready to go. 0-2 pitch. Try to catch that back door outside. Doesn't connect, though, for a ball. Count is now 1-2. Halligan has a good breaking ball, able to catch those back doors very, very well. We've seen, like you said, he's third in the team with strikeouts, and he was looking for another one. Next pitch, swung on, it's going to be fouled, out of play, over to the library parking lot. And hopefully nobody's car was over there.
We'll be able to tell early on how Halligan is going to be and if he's locked in. If he's got the fastball and the breaking ball working off each other, mixing it up well, then you know he's going to have a great day and a ton of strikeouts.
And Lopez is going to take time on his own. Probably just to adjust some glove, get on his time. You let Halligan have his own time, he's viable to get a double-digit strikeout count, that's for sure. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. It's going to be a little chopper over to Priest. Priest makes the grab, throws it over to Kirkland. It's going to be close, but just in the nick of time. That's going to be an easy 4-3 put out for out number 2 in the top of the first inning.
Well, he's got a weak pop out, now a weak ground ball for a couple of outs. Halligan looking good so far. Pretty efficient too, just 9 pitches to get through those first 2 outs. Try for a quick 1-2-3 inning here.
As that brings up Mickey Rocha for the grind. He is the shortstop for today's game. Halligan looking pretty good so far. First pitch in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 0-1.
Early on in these games at Palm Springs Stadium, the pitchers are likely to be ahead with the way the shadows work for them.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball, try to catch that lower end of the strike zone. Doesn't connect, though. Count is now 2-0.
To explain that a little bit further, when you see you can kind of see it on the broadcast there, the shadows. When Halligan's going over the top, the ball is in the sun, and then all of a sudden it disappears into the shade right as it's coming up on the hitter.
2-0 pitch. That's going to be popped up. Pittman trying to get underneath it, but Blythe's going to get to it as well, and that's going to be out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Palm Spring Power. Let's go. They're going to see if they can get the bats going early on. We'll see what they go up coming up next right here on the Palm Spring Power YouTube broadcast.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like your bacon
Say it. Steady.
ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Three up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. It's time for the Power to get the bats going. But before we do that, we're going to do the infield and outfield for the grind. In the outfield, we have Hector in left field, Junior in center, Amaro in right. In the infield, we have Oscar Cerratos at the hot corner, Mickey Rocha at short, Randy Lopez at second, and Eddie King at first. Behind the plate is going to be Alex Gonzalez. And on the mound for the grind is going to be Naun Haro. But to lead us off, it's going to be Mr. Cole Abrams up to the plate now.
Cole Abrams all of a sudden on the year has 4 doubles and 11 RBI. Has been heating up as of late. Look to keep that going here against the grind.
Has been the go-to leadoff guy for the season here at Palm Springs Stadium. He's done the job very well. So here we go, bottom of the first inning. First time at the bat for the Power. First pitch by Haro. It's going to be outside, nowhere near the strike zone for a ball. Count is going to start off 1-0.
Abrams has walked 9 times in the year. He's been hit by 7 pitches.
1-0 pitch. Swung on, foul off into the net. Count is now even at 1-1. Yeah, not a number you really want to be up there. 7 hit by pitches. You want that down 2 to 3 maybe. 7 times a season. That's a no fun time at the batter's box. 1-1 pitch. Taken, just misses that outside corner, just a little too far outside. Count is now 2-1. Cole Abrams had himself a good little batter's account.
That's a good pitch for Haro. It's just off the plate, trying to get a chaser. If you're lucky enough, you could get the call from some home plate umpires. You just didn't get it there from Carlos Butler.
Haro kicks, he deals, swung on. It's going to be fouled off back into the net again. And the count's now going to be even at 2-2.
Well, to me, this is a good sign for Cole Abrams. In the first at-bat here, he's taken 2 pitches, tough takes for balls, and then he's fouled 2 straight back, which means he's seeing the ball really well. It's just a matter of adjusting the swing to change it from being fouled back to being lined right back up the middle.
So Abrams going to be in a little bit of a protection mode with this even count now. But it is just a 2-2 count, so he might not be protecting a whole lot. Seeing the ball well, as you stated before. See what happens next. Haro has a sign. He kicks. He deals. Just missed the outside corner again. Back and forth with the balls and strikes. The count is now full at 3-2. Abrams 1 pitch away from a walk. Haro 1 pitch away from knocking off the first power player. Who's going to win this battle first? The pitch. Swung on, it's to be fouled off. Out into the park behind us, and we will do it again at 3-2.
Well, if they follow the pattern they're on right now, then ball 4 is coming for Abrams, but something tells me it's not going to be that easy.
Now with Haro, he is pretty consistent, giving Abrams a couple of good pitches to swing at least. Keeping the ball near the zone, and this has been a pretty good battle to start off the Palm Spring Power's first at-bats. The 3-2 pitch. Catches that outside corner. Strike 3 is called, and Cole Abrams set down on strikes. That was a nice pitch by Haro, catching that outside corner. And that's going to be out number 1.
Really, really good pitch there by Haro. Just last second, broke back into the zone. Can't be too upset if you're Cole Abrams. Worked a 7-pitch at-bat as a leadoff hitter. I mean, that is the job of a leadoff guy, is to work the count. Try to get on base. Couldn't get on base, but he at least made the pitcher throw 7 pitches.
7 pitches to start off the game. That's pretty good leadoff work, if I do say so myself. Jacob Mejia now up to the plate. His first pitch is a little too far inside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Mejia playing right field today. Has been moved a little bit more into the lineup as of late. Usually at as the second man, sometimes on the lower end, but batting second today. Right behind him is going to be Noah Blythe. 1-0 pitch. A little too far up. Catcher have to jump up to that one. Count is now 2-0.
Good hitters count for Mejia. Has had a really good season and a little bit limited playing time. He's not playing necessarily every day, but when he gets his opportunities, he's been really good with a 954 OPS right now.
So the 2-0 pitch. Heads up. Going to have to duck down a little bit on that, and he's got himself a 3-0 count. Green light, red light. What are you thinking, my man?
I'm a big one spot, one pitch kind of guy with a 3-0 count. Don't just swing at anything that catches your eye. Most likely you're going in with a take, but you get that one pitch, you swing at it.
3-0 pitch. Looks like he might put the red light on himself. Takes that, catches that outside corner for a strike. Probably wasn't the right pitch to swing at anyway. Didn't like that. But still has a good hitter's count with a 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Haro has a sign. He kicks. He deals. Breaking pitch. Doesn't get that back door inside. And that's going to leave Jacob Mejia with himself with the base on balls and the Power. Have their first base runner on the base path.
Really good at-bat there from Mejia as well. Now already 12 pitches, 1 on, 1 out. See what Noah Blythe can do. A late add to the lineup, but, you know, anytime he's in there, he's going to do his best to produce. Last night, didn't have the best game. Went 0 for on hits, but he did hit a lot of balls really hard, just got unlucky.
So the first pitch to him does catch that outside corner for a strike. And, you know, we have said on the broadcast, he's probably right now, he is probably the best hitter for the Power. But we're always gonna have those ball games where we're just over and we can't find anything. We're hitting, and like you said, he was hitting the ball solid last night, just right at the PSCL All Stars. So nothing to be ashamed about, even if it was over. 0-1 pitch gonna be low near the dirt for a ball. Count is evened up at 1-1. But I guarantee you, even though he was 0 for last night, he's frustrated with that.
Looking for revenge today.
Absolutely. 1-1 pitch. Small little check of his swing, but he recognized in the dirt immediately. Count's not going to be now at 2-1.
Good hitter's count here for a good hitter. With the runner on, Power trying to jump on Haro in the grind early.
So Mejia over at first takes his lead. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven over to the right field side, but that's going to be out of play. Count is now evened up at 2-2. And we were discussing with Blythe a little earlier. He was really frustrated that he was one guy that doesn't have a home run in his home run column. Like he really is just trying. He said, "I'm trying my best here to get that over the wall." It's a deep ballpark, my man. It is. It's a really deep ballpark. If you don't get one, then I understand. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haro kicks. He deals. Little grounder over to second base. That's going to be King. Throws it over to second. Gets the out at second for the fielder's choice, but cannot get over to the first base for the double play. Unfortunately, Noah Blythe has himself a fielder's choice put out. A little slow roller to Lopez over at second base, thrown over to Rocha. Needs a little put out. Nice pitching by Haro to place it right there.
Michael Groves, another guy that's been really hot. 2 RBIs last night. Second on the team behind only Noah Blythe. He's been really good.
And was a key figure on the mound as well after the injury yesterday. Had to come in during the middle of an at-bat and was able to get 1 1/3 innings pitched. A solid 1 1/3 innings pitched for the Power. First pitch. Taken, does not catch that inside corner, though. Just a little inside. Count is now 1-0.
Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for Groves with Haro. But Groves has shown that he can hit lefties.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be swung on, fouled off Groves' foot. Count is now even at 1-1. Outfield playing looks like they're in standard formation right now. In the infield, the left side is shifted just a little bit over to their right, or to their left, our right. And second baseman Randy Lopez shifted a little bit to his left as well. 1-1 pitch. Taken, catches that lower end of the stone, strike 2.
That was a really, really good pitch there. Breaking ball, late break. Nothing that Groves can do with it, but it is a strike. It's the perfect pitch for a pitcher, you know, a pitch that is a strike, but the hitter can't do damage on.
No, you'll be getting jam shots and small little grounders. 1-2 pitch, runner goes, going to be fouled off. Hit and run was on. Luckily, though, for Michael Groves, it was fouled off into the net, and we will do it again at 1-2.
Groves loves to battle with 2 strikes. He fouls off a ton of pitches. Will take tough pitches just like his Asheville teammate Cole Abrams.
Looked like Haro didn't have the ball, didn't know where it was at, so now he's got it. He's ready to go now. Correction, he wants a different ball.
Pitchers are always very peculiar about their baseballs.
They are. I was the same way with my pitches and my baseballs. I didn't like a clean ball. I liked a little bit of a roughed up one. I get a better grip on it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the count. And here is the pitch. A little chopper down the first base side. An easy pickup by Eddie King. Makes the put out, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the first inning. So Power able to get 1 runner on the base path, but nothing else. And that's going to do it for the end of the first inning. We're going to the top of the second. We'll see what the grind can do in the top of the second right here on the Power Baseball Network.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
We've reached the top of the second inning. San Diego Grind against the Palm Spring Power. First inning is a no-go for both teams. We'll do it again right here at the top of the second inning. Miles Halligan ready for the Power again on the mound. And up to the plate for the Grind should be Oscar Serratos, the cleanup hitter for the Grind. First pitch just a little low on that end. Nice placement, though. But the count's going to go 1-0 now.
Halligan had himself a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Obviously, going to want that again.
Next pitch going to be fouled off. Count is now evened up at 1-1. Serratos, the third baseman for tonight's matchup. Playing the hot quarter and cleaning up things for the San Diego Grind. 1-1 pitch on its way. Gonna be taken a little high for ball 2. And I know it's the top of the second inning, and he's only the fourth batter for the lineup, but I'm surprised Miles Halligan hasn't got 1 K so far, even it's only been 1 inning. The 2-1 pitch. It's gonna be up the middle, nice little hard ground ball, and Oscar Serratos has himself a base hit, and the San Diego Grind have themselves the first base runner on the base path.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. The pitch, not terrible, was pretty low, but Serratos just put a good swing on it and sent it right back where it came from.
That's going to bring up Hector Carrion, the left fielder for the Grind. Now we'll see what Halligan can do in the stretch. First pitch is going to be taken. Good catch at the heart of the plate for a strike. Count is 0-1. Carry on, the left fielder, as we stated, for the San Diego Grind. 0-1 pitch. Catches that outside corner for a strike. Nice placement there again by Miles Halligan, and the count is now 0-2.
Well, now he's 1 pitch away from that first strikeout we've been waiting for.
That's right. I imagine he'll take a grounder, though. Throws back over to first. Oscar Serratos has to dive back in. Just keeping him close. But he's got a pretty good pickoff move, that's for sure. Very quick. The 0-2 pitch, runner goes. Hit and run was on. That's going to be driven out to left field. Porter Pittman out there is going to make the grab. And San Diego Grind now have their second base hit and their second base runner on the base path. That was a nice piece of hitting there.
Yeah, another pitch that wasn't terrible, wasn't super over the plate, but just a little over the plate. Halligan wants that one a little bit more in. And Carrion was able to serve that one in left field. Angel Jr. jumped up for it, but he didn't have a chance.
Honestly, it was a pretty good placement by Halligan, but a good piece of hitting to just push that out to left field. And that's going to bring up Eddie King for the Grind. First pitch to him is going to be popped up. Out into center field. Looks like Blythe's going to get right underneath it. Makes the grab, and the runners are going to have to stay put in their stations. That's going to be out number 1 in the top of the second inning.
Wind really blew that one down and around. Blythe ended up in shallow right center field, but was able to make that catch. And luckily, it was so shallow that Serratos didn't have any shot at tagging up to third base.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing in the no doubles formation, trying to make sure they get that ball cut off and not let the first runner go. As that brings up Alex Gonzalez, the catcher for the grind, ready to go, get his chops in. Miles Halligan looking to possibly get that ground out to get that double play. The first pitch to Gonzalez swung on. That's going to be fouled out of play out to the park. Count has moved up to 0-1. Nice little here. It looks like Halligan has been starting off with his first pitches usually fastball, low and in, or low and out. He likes the lower end of the zone. I think that's good placement.
Well, it's a lot tougher for pitches to be hammered down there.
0-1 pitch. Taken. Catches that outside corner for a strike two. He's got the good pattern of low and then out, low and out for the first two strikes, and that's working perfectly for him. When you're that good at placement of your pitches, you are dangerous. Miles Halligan is dangerous on the mound. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Breaking ball does not come down quick enough, and count has moved up to 1-2 now.
Gonzalez with big opportunity for the grind here. He's got 2 on. Only 1 out. Really just wants to hit something hard and into the air. Wants to avoid that ground ball.
And a little bit of happy feet over there at second base for Oscar Serratos. Has to move back. And we will go at it with another 1-2 count. Adam Amaro on deck, ready for the grind. Halligan with a 1-2 count. He kicks, he deals. Swung on and missed. Make that number 1 for tonight for Miles Halligan. Swinging strikeout for Alex Gonzalez. That's going to be out number 2 in the inning.
Really good work by Halligan not to let it get to him that he gave up base hits to each of the first 2 guys. He got the weak fly ball to Blythe for out number 1. Does it himself there with the strikeout, and now he's got 2 outs and a lot of ways to get out of this inning.
So it looks like infield's going to move back now. Brae just get the 1 put out anywhere, forces on any bag. First pitch in the dirt. Brian Ball finally finds it, throws it over to third base. Does he get in time? No, he does not. So Oscar Serratos off the wild pitch is going to be taking third base, and now the grind have runners at the corners.
Surprised Carrion didn't move up to second. He needs to be more aware of the situation and take second as well, but now just runners at the corners.
The 1-0 pitch going to be swung on. That's going to be popped out of play back to the library parking lot. The count has moved up even to 1-1.
Carrion was running on that pitch. It didn't look like he was trying aggressively to still, maybe trying to just draw a throw so that Serratos could break home.
So the 1-1 pitch. Looked like Halligan went a little sidearm there, and that was going to be hard grounder in between second and first, and that's going to be the first run on the board for the grind as Adam Amaro has himself an RBI single, and the grind taking the lead 1-0.
That ball just got put in the right place by Amaro. I mean, Priest closer to the bag trying to hold on and go for a double play opportunity and double play depth, and that one not hit really hard, but just in between Kirkland and Priest, and just like that, the grinder up.
Just a perfect placement of the hit. Nobody was around it. First pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. As this brings up Brett Lawton of the grind. 2 outs now. Grind able to produce 3 hits off Halligan in this 1/2 inning. 1-0 pitch. Swing a little chopper over to Halligan. Halligan makes the grab. Throws it over to Kirkland, and that will do it for the top of the second inning. But not before the grind are able to get on the board first. We're going to have to see if the Power can do some damage themselves coming up in the bottom of the second right here on the Power Baseball Network.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery, no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
Bottom of the second inning now for the Palm Springs Power. Brian Ball, the originally injured Brian Ball, now back in the lineup. I've been excited to see him back in the lineup lately. Great work by Jed Downham, but Brian Ball is back in the lineup, ready to go, get things started in the bottom of the second inning here at Palm Springs Stadium.
I got a few days off for his efforts, but now he's, definitely ready, itching to go.
So Haro is ready to go on the mound for the grind. He kicks, he deals. First pitch to Brian Ball is going to be taken outside and away for a 1-0 count. Power still looking for their first base hit of the game. 1-0 pitch. Going to be taken low and inside for ball 2. Count is now 2-0.
Brian Ball's had some of the best exit velocities of any power hitters this year, with a couple of really hard hit doubles.
2 balls, no strikes. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball, trying to catch that outside corner. Doesn't connect, though. Count is now moved up to 3-0.
Again, I'd be looking for that one pitch and one spot, maybe fastball up in your wheelhouse. Other than that, just take it.
3-0 pitch. Looks like Brian Ball had the bat on his shoulders. Red light was on for him, at least. And that's going to catch the hard to plate for a 3-1 count.
Still good at hitter's count. Still a count where Haro might be inclined to throw a meatball.
3-1 pitch. Taken off. Thought for a moment, caught that inside corner, but a little too far inside. And Brian Ball, first at bat, is going to be an unofficial at bat as he takes first base off the base off balls.
Well, he does his job as a leadoff hitter the second. Works good at bat, gets on base any way possible.
So that's going to bring up Anthony Angel Jr., ready to get his chops in for today's ball game. And does so with a runner at first base. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed for a strike 1. Blew that right by him, it looked like.
Big swing from Angel Jr. there. Maybe pulled off the ball a little bit there. Trying to swing as hard as he could.
Jr. Next pitch to him, 0-1 pitch. Check the swing. No check over. It is low and inside for ball 1. Count is now 1-0. Anthony Angel Jr. currently batting a .250 average. Count is now 1-1, correction. Taken, does catch that outside corner off the breaking ball for a 1-2 count now. So Angel Jr. might have to protect just a little bit on this next pitch. So Ball takes his lead. Haro has a sign. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed looked like, and Anthony Angel Jr. is going to foul that out of play. Good battle so far for him to keep him alive. Count is evened up. Count is still at 1-2.
I think Andrew Jr. was good up for the fastball there, but he was able to adjust to the breaking ball and just foul it off, spoil it, and get another pitch that he's looking for.
Just keep him throwing. That's been the motto for these Palm Spring Power batters. Just keep the pitcher going as long as he can. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be swung on, driven pretty down hard to center field. That's going to get down, but Brian Ball was having to stop for it just in case. Gets there just in the nick of time off the bad throw. And Anthony Angel Jr. has the first base hit for the Palm Spring Power.
I mean, that was ripped by Angel Jr. That one smoked off the bat. Good effort by Hinojosa trying to come in, but he was just trapped it, picked it out. And now something going for the Power. 2 on, nobody out, and here comes the big lefty, Mark Kirkland.
Mark Kirkland, 255 average so far in the season, 321 OBP. First pitch to him. Just a little outside, doesn't catch that outside corner for a ball. Power, nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Runners at first and second now on this 1-0 ball game. Grind able to score that last half inning, but Power on the verge of having a couple runs their own. Next pitch swung on and missed, and Kirkland took a whack at that one. Tried to put that over to the auxiliary field. The count is now even at 1-1.
Kirkland definitely has some pop. Tried to show it off there.
So Haro has a sign, looks over at Junior. The 1-1 pitch. Looked like a breaking ball and does catch that outside corner. Moves the count over now at 1-2.
Mark Kirkland about to go to Cal Baptist this year is the all-time home run leader at the University of Redlands, so you know he can put a ball into orbit if he gets the right pitch.
So the 1-2 pitch on its way. Off-speed pitch looked like. Does just happen to make contact, and the count is now at 1-2 still.
Well, you know, that's just shows a good hitter. Is he was clearly fooled by the pitch, clearly out in front, but he was able to slow himself down and foul it off, not just lunge at it and swing and miss. Hitters that can adjust in the middle of a pitch like that, they're going to go places.
That's tough movement, that's for sure. So the 1-2 count on its way again. Heads up. That did nick Kirkland. And that will be a hit by pitch, and that's going to load the bases for the Palm Spring Power, as that's now going to bring up the former PSCL All-Star himself, now power player, Tyler Priest.
Well, what an opportunity here for the Power. Bases loaded and nobody out. Going to get a meeting of the minds at the mound. This is a big-time situation, even this early in the game.
Absolutely, bases loaded, nobody out for the Power. Gonna have an actual infield team meeting real quick, just to have a chit-chat, discuss what they want to get over. Both players and coach recognize it's only 1 run. If they can get the double play, that'd be fine by them as well, but at the end of the day, they will just have a little chit-chat, make sure everything's calmed down, relax them just a little bit, and we'll get things going. So, on the base path, we got Brian Ball at third, Anthony Angel Jr. at second, Mark Kirkland over at first, and Tyler Priest ready to get his first chops for tonight's matchup. First pitch on its way to Priest. Swung on, fouled off into the backstop. Count has moved up to 0-1 to start off the at-bat.
Like the aggressiveness there from Priest with the bases loaded. First pitch fastball. Takes a big hack at it, fouls it straight back, but that shows he's ready to hit it if it's there.
So the 0-1 pitch on its way. Little chopper over to the left side. Serratos is going to grab it. Does not have time to get to home plate. And Tyler Priest has himself a ground out to him, but an RBI nonetheless. And the Power have tied it up 1-1 now.
Well, Priest did his job there. Obviously, he wants more, but he gets an RBI, moves a couple more up, so they're still 2 in scoring position with just 1 out.
That's going to bring up one of the new guys here, Porter Pittman. He's had a couple of pinch hitting opportunities for the Power, but this is his first time in the actual starting lineup for the Power.
Still looking for that first hit. This would be a really big opportunity to do it.
Has a great chance to get some ribbies on his line. First pitch is going to be taken for a called strike. Another good placement there by Haro. The force is off of the plate right now. Runners at second and third. Pittman ready to get things going for him. 0-1 pitch. He took a pretty good cut of that one, but alas, does not connect. Count is now moved to 0-2.
Pittman's dad is a scout for the Phillies organization, so you know if you grow up with a dad as a scout, then you've got a great baseball background. And that's the case for Porter Pittman here.
So no balls and 2 strikes is the count. Pittman, runners at second and third, trying to make this a lead for the Power. Next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. So it looked like a good morning, good afternoon, good night for Porter Pittman. That's going to be out number 2. That's the bad news. But the good news is the Power are going to be rotating the lineup. We are back at the top, and Cole Abrams is ready to get his next chops in today.
Absolutely. We told you he's on a hot streak. He had 5 RBI the other day, earlier on this week.
Has an opportunity to get 2 more right here. First pitch, breaking ball, a little too low, though, in the zone for a ball 1. Abrams 0 for 1 today.
He struck out his first time up, but it was a really good at-bat. Worked the count, fouled off a ton of pitches, took some tough pitches.
The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, foul tip into the catcher's mitt. That's going to even up the count now at 1-1. Like I said, the 7-pitch strikeout, yes, it's a K on your line, but when you look into the details of it with 7 pitches, it recognizes you battled a lot just to try and keep that going. The 1-1 pitch, swung on, that's going to be grounded over to Rocha. Rocha throws it over to first base, gets the out, and that will do it. So the Grind were able to get the run on the board first in the top of the second, and the Power were able to answer right back with a run of their own. We're going to see what the Power can do coming up later in the top of the third inning right here.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Welcome back now to the Power Baseball Network right here on YouTube for this matchup between the San Diego Grind and the Palm Spring Power. San Diego Grind were able to get 1 run in the top of the second, and the Power were able to answer right back in the bottom of the first inning. And the Grind now are going to be at the top of the lineup now as Adrian Jr. is going to be up to the plate. First pitch to him, taken for a strike. 0-1 is the count now as Miles Halligan back on the mound for the Power. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball. Inosa recognized that one, but unfortunately fouled that out of play into the park, and we have ourselves a 0-2 count now.
Oh, he hit that one really hard, just way foul behind on it from Halligan. But he did get good wood on it. We'll see what Halligan does here, if he goes back to a fastball or maybe a breaker this time.
0-2 pitch in the dirt for a ball. Count is now up to 1-2. Well, we can't all have an immaculate inning on the call, can we?
Apparently only me.
Only you, that's it. So what was it? You've had an immaculate inning called. You've had like 3 home runs called and a walk-off hit. Next pitch is going to be fouled off. Count is going to remain at 1-2. You've been doing good on the call, that's for sure.
I have. Been lucky.
Been lucky, but it's been a blast here in Palm Springs Stadium out in the press box.
Still waiting on that first foul ball to catch.
We're still waiting on. I think we're getting there. We have 6 games left here in the ballpark, 8 in total. I think we have time to catch one. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. Maybe a little bit of too much movement on Brian Ball's end. Try to bring that down himself. Count is now even at 2-2.
It's a good pitch, you know. trying to find the top of the zone with that breaking ball full of hitter, anything in its way above him. Just landed a little high.
2-2 pitch. Brian Ball trying to frame that one, but just a little low, it looked like. And the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So with 3 balls and 2 strikes, Halligan's got his sign. He kicks, he deals, breaking pitch. And that's going to be up in the zone, does not connect. Hinojosa was on the base path for the grind. Nobody out in the top of the 3rd.
A really nice at-bat from him there. He started off down 0-2, worked it back to a walk.
That's going to bring up Randy Lopez for the grind. 0 for 1 today so far. It's part of that 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 1st inning. Miles Halligan trying to make sure he gets a 0 for 2 tonight. First, it's actually going to be a bunt over Halligan. Picks it up, tries to toss it over to Kirkland. Does get there in the nick of time, so the sack bunt does work effectively. And Hinojosa makes it over second base with 1 out in the top 3rd inning for the grind. As that brings up Mickey Rocha. 0 for 1 today as well. That was a really good placement of the bunt.
Yeah, absolutely. Lopez did exactly what he was asked to do, and now they've got another runner in scoring position with just 1 out.
1 out. Force has been taken out of play now. This is Mickey Rocha for the grind. First pitch to him. Little fake happy feet over there at first base. First pitch taken for a strike. Count is 0-1 to start the at-bat. Grind with 3 base hits so far in the ball game against the Powers. Just solo 1 shot with Anthony Angel Jr. The 0-1 pitch goes sidearm action there. Does connect on the outside corner for strike 2.
Halligan likes to throw the hitters off by dropping down the arm angle every once in a while. If he can spot up when he's going over the top and dropping down, then I like that move. It throws off the hitter's timing.
The 0-2 pitch. That did just... No, he actually did miss it. That's going to be strike 3. Swung on and missed. Thought he fouled it off, but that was just Brian Ball's glove. And Miles Halligan has himself another strikeout for today.
Really good breaking ball there. Got him swinging right over it in the dirt. Chased it. And the tag applied by Brian Ball to complete the play.
So that should bring up Oscar Serratos for the grind. 1 for 1 today. Would love to try and go for 2 for 2. Halligan trying to keep him from doing so. First pitch to him. Little low and inside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Halligan trying to get a sign from Brian Ball.
Long look that time.
Now he's got what he wants. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be grounder over to shortstop. Off the glove of Abrams. Tries to get it over to first base. Does he get in time? No, he does not. And so Abrams tried to get that out of his glove. Looked like it popped right off of it.
Well, that one was hit really, really hard, and it just popped right out of his glove. Couldn't squeeze it. Strong throw to make it close, but Serratos definitely was safe.
Was a good shot, trying to get there, try to keep it in front of him at least. If that went by him, that first pitch was taken for a ball. Count as 1-0. If that ball goes right by him, then Hinojosa over at second might have been sprinting home. So the 1-0 pitch on its way. Halligan went sidearm again. Does not connect, though, this time for a 2-0 count. With 2 outs, runners at the corners for the grind. Halligan just looking for that ground ball to get him out of this inning. Runner goes. Next pitch going to be outside. Brian Ball fakes the throw, lets the runner go over to second base. And the count now is up to 3-0 with runners in scoring position.
I like the smart decision there by Ball to not actually throw it down to second base. It's really risky. You just need 1 out. Focus on the hitter.
3-0 pitch. Taken over the heart of the plate for a strike. Count is now 3-1. Was a good placement there. Knew he needed the strike in. Pitch right over the heart of the plate. So the 3-1 pitch on its way. That one was high and away. So that's going to move the runner over to first, and that's going to fill the bases loaded for the grind. As that brings up Eddie King with an opportunity to get a lead now, an even big lead for the grind. With 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning.
Big opportunity. Halligan needs just 1 out, trying to find the strike zone again.
First pitch, breaking ball. Nice placement again by Halligan. That's what we've been looking for. Catches that outside corner for a strike. Might have had King a little fooled there, looking for fastball low. The 0-1 pitch. Up in the zone. Does not connect, though. Count is evened up at 1-1. Might have tried to get Eddie King to go swinging at that one, but Eddie King recognized that.
Halligan's next pitch will be 50.
And his 50th pitch catches that outside corner for a strike. And we are up to a 1-2 count. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning with bases loaded. Score still tied at 1-1. Halligan trying to keep it a 1-1 score going into the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on, fouled out of play, going over to the park. And we will do it again at 1-2.
Well, it's really early in this game, but this is such a big momentum spot for either team. The grind can push across even just 1 more run, if not multiple. That's big for them. And if the Power can shut down a bases-loaded jam, then that can maybe give some momentum to the bats.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Taken just a little too high for the umpire's liking, and that count is now going to even up at 2-2 in this top 3rd inning. Big opportunity for both teams, as you said. A strikeout would give a confidence boost for the Power. Let's see if Halligan can do so. Next pitch in the dirt, a good block by Ball. Keep that in front of him. Unfortunately, that's going to fill the count up now 3-2. The runners are going to be on the move now.
Well, to this point in the game, this is the biggest pitch. Nowhere to put him. Can't walk him. Have to throw a really good pitch here.
A 3-2 pitch in the dirt. And unfortunately, Miles Halligan has walked in the go-ahead run to take the lead in the top of 3rd inning. Grind lead it now 2-1. Looked like an easy take on Eddie King's doing. Looked like that was going to be in the dirt. Good block by Brian Ball, but alas, the Grind have taken the lead now again.
And now Coach Reed Santos out to have a word with Halligan and Bryant Ball. A couple batters in a row he's been ahead of, either 0-2 or 1-2, and then tried to nibble too much and ended up walking them. So Coach Santos just going to try to encourage him to trust his stuff even with 2 strikes. Just stick with it.
So with still 2 outs and the base is still loaded for the Grind, that's going to bring up the catcher, Alex Gonzalez. After the chit-chat between manager and pitcher, we're ready to go again. See if the word of wisdom came to Halligan very well. First pitch going to be swung on, popped up. Kirkland trying to make his way over, does not get there in time, as that's going to be out of play for strike 1. Might have been a little too far out of reach for Kirkland, but good effort there by the first baseman.
Kirkland, a really solid defensive first baseman.
0-1 pitch, breaking ball, does not come in on the back door in time. Count is evened up at 1-1.
Wouldn't necessarily think he's the big, powerful left-handed batter, but usually you see those guys and you're like, oh, he just hits. He's a DH type guy, but Kirkland is really smooth at first base.
So the 1-1 pitch. Like Alex Gonzalez just connected with that. It's in the backstop, and the count is now up at 1-2. But we've seen the situation with Halligan before. He has a good pitcher's count. We're going to see if he can fix his mistakes from the past right here. The 1-2 pitch swung on. That's going to be driven over to center field. Noah Blythe reaches over, does make the grab, and that will do it for the top of the 3rd inning. But not before the San Diego Grind are able to get another run on the board to take the lead. We'll have to see if the Palm Springs Power can get that run right back right here on the Power Baseball Network.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the Caliente place to play.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese, meat, cheese, meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. This Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back now to the Power Baseball Network on YouTube. The Grind have taken the lead in the top of the third again, as now the score is now 2-1. It's going to be Mejia to start things off for the Palm Spring Power. The left-hander. Right behind him is going to be Noah Blythe and Michael Groves in the hole, ready to get things started for the Palm Spring Power.
A really good part of the lineup, 2, 3, 4, a lot of power. Mejia's got a home run. Groves has a home run. Noah Blythe doesn't have a home run, but he leads the team in RBI with 22.
I mean, that's a pretty good stat to lead the team in, so I wouldn't be too harping on him that much. But like I said, Jacob Mejia up to the plate, ready to get things started. Naun Haro back on the mound for the Grind. So far pitching pretty good as well. Like I said, 1 hit given up and 1 run given up as well. So the first pitch at the bottom of the third inning is a breaking ball. Gets right back into the heart of the plate. Count is now 0-1 for Jacob Mejia. A little bit of a dangerous pitch, though. You want to leave those curveballs that up and in, especially with Jacob Mejia. The 0-1 pitch. That was another breaking ball. That one's a little more on the outside corner.
2 really good breaking balls there from Haro, especially a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Looks like it's going to hit Mejia, and then last second breaks right into the strike zone. It's really tough to see.
So the 0-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. And Jacob Mejia is set down on strikes, and we have 1 out in the bottom of the third.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, 3 straight breaking balls there, and they were all beauties from Haro. They worked wonders on Jacob Mejia.
I love a good curveball. And, well, like you said, good morning, good afternoon, good night. So that brings up Noah Blythe to the field, to the batter's box, to get his second chops for the day. 0 for 1 today. Trying to change that up right here, right now. The first pitch to him. Taken for an outside ball. Count is 1-0 now.
Thing about that curveball, it still works against righties, but a righty like Blythe can see it out of the hand a lot better than Mejia could.
Next pitch to him does catch the zone. Count is evened up at 1-1 now. Looked like Blythe didn't like that a whole lot. At least the placement of the pitch wasn't going to swing at that. Has got to fix his stance. Ready to go. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked like had Blythe a little bit fooled there. Count is now 1-2.
A little bit out in front of that one. Lunging a little bit.
So the 1-2 pitch on its way. Looked like another off speed. Watch out, Grind. Here's the one little problem with the dugouts being sitting up above. You get those foul balls right at you. A little scary for him.
Blythe lunged a little out in front of that one as well, but he was able to make the adjustment to at least make contact and stay alive in the at-bat.
reason why he's probably the best hitter on the lineup. He knows how to battle. He knows how to defend himself. The 1-2 pitch. Taken, does not connect, though, with the outside corner. Count is evened up at 2-2. And looking over at the Palm Spring Power bullpen, looks like we have someone working, some action. Looks like Dorsey Chatham from the number. Probably going to get some work going in the top of the 4th inning. We'll have to see. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging for Noah Blythe. He is set down swinging. And that is going to be the second out in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Michael Groves comes up to the plate, ready to get his second chops in.
2 strikeouts in the inning now for Naun Haro. 4 on the game. And Groves is going to try to avoid the same fate. Try to avoid a 1-2-3 inning here.
Michael Groves coming into this game, batting .365. His OBP is at .493. Was the man of the hour last night. First pitch to him. Taken for a strike. Count is 0-1. Like I said, did it on the bat and did it on the mound last night, helping the Power come back to win it 5-4. But the new day, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Michael Groves trying to time that, does not time it correctly. The count is now 0-2.
Right now, the power hitter is just having a really hard time staying back on this breaking ball there, way out in front of it, and that's what it's designed to do.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Haro kicks, he deals. Groves is going to just chopper that right over to Haro's side, throws it over to first base. King is there, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the 3rd inning. So the Power not able to get their run back. We're going into the top of the 4th inning. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a new pitcher. We'll get his info in coming up right here on the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network.
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
So, you like meat?
I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat. Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
Yeah.
But why a bun?
Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word.
You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese. Yeah. All right, we'll look into that.
Top of the 4th inning now here at Palm Springs Stadium. San Diego Grind against Palm Spring Power. It's going to be Adam Amaro coming up to the plate to lead things off. It's going to be Amaro, Lawton, and then back to Hosta Jr. for the lineup for the San Diego Grind to lead things off in the top of the 4th. Dorsey Chatham has taken the mound now for the Palm Spring Power over Miles Halligan. First pitch of the night for Mr. Chatham is going to be catching that outside corner of the plate for strike 1. Halligan going 3 complete innings. Fortunately did throw probably his max for the night of pitches. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off, and going to be fouled out of play. It's going to be near the snow cone machine in the jump play over there.
Morrow 1 for 1 with that RBI single. That was the first run of the game for the Grind.
Chatham has an 0-2 count to start things off. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off back in the net. Good battle by him, by Amaro, and we will do it again at 0-2.
Fouled off a couple of tough pitches there. Just trying to keep the at-bat going, get something he can hit. Chatham hopefully not going to give it to him.
The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, tried to go back door again. Does not connect though. And that's going to move the count now 1-2. A good pitch there. Looked like try to get Adam Amaro to chase at those. So with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chatham trying to get Amaro out of this at-bat quickly. Next pitch on its way, breaking ball. That's going to be another battled off foul out of play. We will do it again at 1-2.
Next pitch will already be the 5th of the at-bat. And only a 1-2 count. Amaro fouling off a lot of tough pitches here.
So the 1-2 pitch, once again, swung off, fouled off, back again, out of play. Another good battle. Start things off for Dorsey Chatham's first batter of the night. Amaro keeping him on his toes. Still a 2-1 ball game here in the top of the 4th. Plenty of game left to play here for both teams. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. He went up in the zone and he caught him swinging. Dorsey Chatham with his first strikeout of the night. It's going to be the first out of the top of the 4th inning.
Well, a couple of them were lower, closer into the zone, and they got fouled off by Amaro, but Chatham climbed the ladder on that one. That was above the zone, got him to chase. Finally was able to get his man.
So with 1 out now, it's going to bring up Brett Lawton of the grind. 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him. It's a good placement by Chatham to try and go outside again, but does not connect. The count is now going to be 1-0 to start things off. On this fine July 5th, one day after America's birthday. 1-0 pitch. Swung off, does not connect. Count is evened up at 1-1. You missed it. We had a very good ball game last night and a great fireworks show here at Palm Springs Stadium after the walk-off win from Manuel Dean. Hoping to see some fireworks tonight in the ball game as well. Going for 21-1. The first 1-1 pitch is going to be a little chopper down the first base side. Mark Kirkland, an easy grab and an easy tag at first base. That's going to be a 3 unassisted. Out number 2.
Chatham's looked really good coming in here. Not pitched in a few days, but looking really sharp here.
And I imagine him not being in the lineup last night, not coming in to pitch. I imagine that's going to be the case for him to get actually a lot of good innings coming up in this game. Maybe we'll go 5. More 4. 5 is a dream, might be a dream there. But we never know here at the Palm Springs Stadium. So that brings up Adrian Hinojosa Jr. Back up to the plate. First pitch to him. Good breaking ball. Catch that outside lower corner for strike 1.
Chatham mostly used the fastball and used it really effectively, but every once in a while he'll break off a breaking ball like that, and it's really tough to hit when you've been seeing that hard fastball.
0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven high down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. Moving the count now back to 0-2. So 1 strike away from Dorsey Chatham. Had himself a 1-2-3 start.
Only 12 pitches thus far. He's been efficient. Most of those were fouled off by Amaro. He's been really good here. Another really good pitcher's count.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Top 4th inning. Grind still up 2-1. Trying to get the bats back going for the power. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Trying to get Hinojosa to chase at that one. Does recognize it though, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, you could tell he flinched a little bit. He wanted to swing at it. He was able to lay off the temptation. If I'm Chatham, maybe go right back to that pitch.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if you're correct here. Here's the pitch. Looked like it was at least an off speed of some sorts. Fouled off and forgot with Brian Ball. I hope that didn't hit his throwing hand. He just got back in the lineup after recuperating from a day-by-day injury with his hand. Might just ricochet. He might be all right. Looks like he is. You just worry about those things when you're back in the lineup after injury and you get hit like that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be back on small injury reserve. Even if it was day by day, he wanted to get back in this lineup, and if he was to come back just to get injured right again, that would have been a no-go. But nonetheless, fouled off. We're going to have ourselves a 1-2 count. Looks like he's ready to go again. Looks like he rubbed some dirt on it. He's ready to get the strike 3 catch right here. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Chopper fouled out of here the backstop, and we will do it again at 1-2. Good battle here.
Bad pun incoming, but the grind are really grinding out these at-bats that are fouling off a lot of tough pitches, and that's the same here with Hinojosa.
Yeah, you're right. That was a bad pun. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Brian Ball makes the tag. That's going to do it for the top of the 4th inning. Dorsey Chatham does his job coming out of the bullpen. Puts in the goose egg right in the top of the 4th. Power still down by 1. We'll see if they can come back in the bottom of the 4th right here on the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like, your, bacon.
Say it. Steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Welcome back now to the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network. The reliever Dorsey Chatham able to come into a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 4th inning. He's going to put the power back on the bats as Brian Ball up to the plate to lead things off here.
Trailing by 1, need to get something going. Still a lot of time in this game, but why not knock it out of the way now?
First pitch, looked like Ball had to step out of the way. Count is now 1-0 to start things off here in the bottom 4th inning. 2-1 is the score. Grind up after a couple of 1-run innings in the 2nd and 3rd. Power trying to tie things up or maybe take it over here. Next pitch going to be in the dirt again. Another easy take for Ball. Count is now 2-0.
Ball walked his first time up.
Still no official at bat after coming back into the lineup. Count is now 3-0 after that pitch. Low and just a little low. Now the 3-0 count. Brian Ball. I think he might have a red light on him. Well, nonetheless, he does not swing and does catch the inside corner for a strike. That is 3-1. Owen Haro still pitching for the grind. Brian Ball wanting to battle back. Here we go. 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Does get back into the heart of the plate. Brian Ball thought that was a little too late, but fire's a little closer than us, and the count is now moved up to full count, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Swung on, driven left field side. Line drive, and that's going to get down, and Brian Ball, welcome back to the lineup, has himself his first base hit of the night.
Been on base twice now. Nice at bat there, worked a full count and served that one into left field. Here comes A.J. Angel, who had a screamer for a base hit up the middle his first time up. We'll take another one of those here.
Absolutely, trying to round Brian Ball over to third base. So runner at first base, start things off in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Junior is going to be fouled off and going to be out of play. As the count is now 0-1. Right behind Junior is going to be Mark Kirkland on deck, and Tyler Priest in the hole. Could be a dangerous combination for those two if Anthony can get on base. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a little too high. Could not get back in the zone. Count is evened up 1-1.
Haro now at 65 pitches. Power just trying to make him labor and get him out of the game. He's been really good.
1-1 pitch. Taken. Junior tried to turn that back, make it look too far inside, but does actually catch the inside corner for strike 2. Count is now 1-2. It looks like Serrato's over at third base. Looks like he's playing a little in. Might want to move that back now with 2 strikes, but nonetheless, a 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off back into the net. Count remains at 1-2.
Good piece of hitting there by Andrew Jr. to foul that one off. That was a pitch that was probably would have been called a strike, but it's low and away, spotted up beautifully by Haro, and that's a pitch that you have to foul off because there's 2 strikes, but there's not much you can do with it in fair territory.
So Angel looks like choked up on the bat just a little bit. Ball takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Way too high, good eye for Angel. That's going to even the count up at 2-2. Looks like Hector Arion over in left field playing a little deep, ready for the fly ball to his side. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging for Anthony Angel Jr. That's going to be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mark Kirkland now up to bat with 1 out in the inning.
Tell you what, Naun Haro has one of the better curveballs I've seen all year. Obviously, a lot of great breaking balls on the power, but as far as our opponents, I mean, this breaking ball is absolutely nasty.
It's been a tough one to swing at, that's for sure. First pitch, Mark Kirkland is swinging. Does miss for strike. Count is 0-1, and might have actually jammed Gonzalez's finger off that pitch. But yeah, you said it. His curveball has been spot on. Recognizes when he needs to throw the curveball in the dirt. Recognizes when he needs to go for that backdoor. 0-1 pitch. Up and away for an even count. He's been placing the curveball very well against these Palm Spring Power hitters. Well, the problem with curveballs is that eventually your opposing team's going to figure it out. 1-1 pitch. Swung on. As we said, Mark Kirkland trying to time that up. Looked like he almost got it.
Definitely a little bit better that time. Still a little bit out in front, but the more and more that he sees, the more opportunity one might be hung, or at the very least, he times it up.
So with 1 ball and 2 strikes, Kirkland ready to time one of these curveballs up. Try and tie this ball game up. 1-2 pitch, fastball, just a little low though. Count is evened up now at 2-2. I think Kirkland might have been expecting that. But recognized it in the dirt, wasn't going to swing at that. Now needs to probably watch out for another curveball on its way. Ball takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Driven out to right field. Amaro tripped up, but does make the grab. Almost lost his footing, and Brian Ball almost had himself going to second base. But nonetheless, Amaro was able to get underneath it. And we have 2 outs now in the bottom of the 2nd as Tyler Priest comes up for his 2nd plate appearance.
I thought Kirkland got a lot more of that off the bat to win. Maybe knocked it down a little bit, or maybe just a little bit off the inside part of the bat, but finally timed up the curveball.
First pitch to Tyler Priest is up and away for ball 1. Priest 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Oh, Brian Ball, did he get caught up? No, he did not.
Haro can't believe it. He thought he's got him.
Looked like Brian Ball, body and mind, might have just stalled up there. But it looked like he barely got there just in the nick of time. If he was called out, though, it wouldn't have been any shock to us. Well, that's fair.
It was a great move.
So we'll do it again right now. Tyler Priest, 1-0 is the count. Next pitch to him. He catches that outside corner and evens things up at 1-1. Looks like we do have some action in the grind bullpen. 1-1 pitch. Priest trying to lean that into it. Recognized it a little too low. Count has moved up to 2-1 now. And it's still the bottom of the fourth. Like I said, we still have plenty of ball game left. One hit, one extra base hit can change the mood in this ballpark. Throw back over to first. Ball gets there. Doesn't need to slide this time. Looks like the engine was running on that end and recognized to get back.
It's Adrian Sanchez starting to get warm for the grind.
So the 2-1 pitch. Priest lines that right up the middle. That's a hard line shot to center field. And Priest has himself a base hit. 2 outs now in the bottom of the fourth inning. Runners at first and second. A nice piece of hitting by Priest. It's with the third base hit on the scoreboard. Still with 1 out left in the inning to go.
That was a line shot. Almost took Haro's head off. He had to duck down in a hurry. Let's see if the Power can get a 2-out rally going here.
That's going to bring up one of the new guys here, Porter Pittman. Had a strikeout his last at-bat. First set pitch to this one is going to be taken. Catches the outside corner for a strike.
Base hit to the outfield could tie things up.
Just a nice little push over the second baseman's head. Should do the trick to get Brian Ball over to score. The 0-1 pitch had a funky little kick up. Looked like he twisted his body on that. Fooled both me and Porter.
Little Dontrell Willis type action. I think that was mostly meant at trying to get Brian Ball to lean back to second and not have as good of a jump, a secondary lead. But it works doubly as good with the hitter.
Yeah, so nonetheless, Porter Pittman now has himself an 0-2 count. Now and finally has his sign. Looked like he took a little while for that one. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the fourth inning. So the Power able to get another hit on the board, but have to unfortunately leave 2 runners on the base path. We're going to the top of the 5th inning right here on the Palm Springs Power Baseball Network. We'll see if they can do what they can do. Coming up later.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We've reached the top of the 5th inning right here on the Power Baseball Network. The Grind still have a 2-1 lead going into the top of the 5th. Dorsey Chatham back on the mound for the Power. Hoping to get another goose egg on the board for his team. That's going to bring up Randy Lopez up to the plate, and everybody's only favorite batter here in the Palm Springs Stadium against the opposing team, the beer batter, Randy Lopez. So they're hoping for a Dorsey Chatham strikeout here. First pitch to Lopez, taken up and in for a ball. Count is 1-0.
Well, Chatham, yet again, another big strikeout guy for the Power. Came into this one with 29. He's now at 31.
So the 1-0 pitch. taken. Does not catch that outside corner. Count has moved up to 2-0.
At 31 strikeouts and 16 innings pitched now with his stats so far tonight updated. That's almost an average of 2 per inning. That is elite.
2-0 pitch. Taken, does catch that outside corner. Good placement by Chatham. And a little sigh of relief by the stadium here. Has a good chance now to try and get that strikeout that they really want. And he wouldn't mind a strikeout himself to put that back on his stat sheet. The 2-1 pitch. Does catch that outside corner. Nice frame job by Ball. Count is evened up back in 2-2 now. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Hoping to get another strikeout. 3rd one of the night. He has his sign. He kicks. He deals. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. Out number 1 at the top of the 5th. And it looks like there's going to be some folks here a little happy as that is going to be a beer batter strikeout.
Well, Chatham just adds to his total. He's got such great stuff with that fastball and that breaking ball. Has them both working tonight. I'd like to see him go as many innings as possible if he continues to mow him down like this.
Yeah, if anytime your relievers can actually come in and pitch a good chunk of innings, save your bullpen. That is a top-notch pitcher right there. First pitch to Mickey Rocha is going to be catching that outside corner for a strike. Honestly, any chance you can save all your arms, reliever or starter, is always going to be a good day for you as a manager. 0-1 pitch. Looks like a breaking ball does not come across, though, for a ball. Count is evened up at 1-1. Looks like the sun is almost officially set here in the Coachella Valley. On your screen on YouTube, looks like it is fully black, but it's just ending the sunset. Next pitch to be chopper over to third base. Angel makes the grab, throws over to Kirkland, gets him by just a step, but just a step is enough to get the second out of the inning. Nice play by Angel to hustle up there and throw it over to Kirkland. Looks like he beamed it over to Kirkland.
Made that look really smooth, scooped it up, used his inner clock as an infielder, and made sure to take his time to get a good grip and make a strong throw.
Yeah, sometimes all these players, when they have to rush in to get it, they recognize that they think they have to actually throw the ball hurriedly. Angel able to take his time and, like you said, and make a good throw to Kirkland right at the chest. First pitch to Oscar Serratos on this at-bat. It's going to be fouled off into the net for strike 1. 1 for 2 today with a single in his first plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch. Does catch that outside corner. Count is now moved up to 0-2. Dorsey Chatham looks like he might be locked in right here, folks. Catching the perfect corners that he wants. Making batters swing at things that he wants them to swing at. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Almost had Serratos fooled there, but nonetheless does take, and the count is now 1-2.
That was a really good 0-2 pitch in the dirt, a nasty slider. Serratos able to hold off, but classic 1-2 pitch.
1-2 on its way. Swung on, fouled off. That's going to get into the stands here at Palm Springs Stadium. Count remains at 1-2. Pretty good battle there by Oscar Serratos to stick the bat out there and just keep the ball on the bat.
Seen a few sliders in a row. I think maybe a fastball climbing the ladder, maybe a little bit above the zone could get him to chase.
Well, let's see if you're correct, my good friend. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. No offer at that pitch. Count now is evened up at 2-2.
My mindset's still the same right here. That one went with another chase kind of pitch low in the dirt. This one, I think, changes eye level, go up top. He'll think it's in the zone, but really he's chasing it out of it.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here at the top of the 5th. Here is the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. That looks like that's going to get out of play near the first base side. And we will do it again at 2-2.
Chatham's still going with a lot of breaking balls here, but they are really good ones. Serratos able to do nothing but foul them off at the minimum right now.
I'll have to see if he goes back to that breaking ball. Bryant is aiming outside, swung on and missed, and that's going to be strike 3. Strikeout, another strikeout for Dorsey Chatham here in the top of the 5th, and another goose egg on the board for him. We're going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Score still, grind 2, Power 1 right here on the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the Caliente place to play.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Well, we reached the bottom of the 5th inning. Still a pretty close one here. Grind is up by 1, the score being 2-1. Pretty good pitching matchup as Naun Haro still on the mound for the Grind.
He's thrown 81 pitches to this point. We'll see how long of a leash he has, but he's been really, really good.
Bring up to the top of the lineup now for the Power. It's going to be Cole Abrams' first pitch. Well, that went right by everybody's glove there for a ball 1. Now, probably as a former pitcher myself, I recognize with my pitches throwing a lot of curveballs, it actually saves your arm. Next pitch is going to be actually going to ricochet off Cole Abrams. That's going to be a hit by pitch, and he's going to be on the base path for the Power.
Cole Abrams is a baseball magnet.
Is that number 8?
That is now 8. He's walked 9 times. He's now been hit by 8 pitches.
That's literally almost a ratio of 1. 9 to 8. So, now on the base path is Cole Abrams. Pretty dangerous guy to be on the base path front with nobody on, and he on first base. First pitch to Jacob Mejia here in the bottom of the 5th is going to be low and outside for ball 1. So like I was saying earlier, as a former pitcher, if my arm was going off a little bit and was a little hurting, then I would go more into the curveball department, which is what Nau's been doing lately. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, had him inside, swinging for strike 1 count is evened up. But that was my doing. It saved my arm a lot. I was able to get at least a couple extra batters out of the way for me. Too many fastballs can be dangerous sometimes for a pitcher. 1-1 pitch. Looked like Jacob thought at the last second while his bat was in the middle of the air for a check swing. Does not connect. The count is now 1-2.
Yeah, and Horo, still dealing here, throwing a lot of nasty pitches.
Next pitch, 1-2. That's going to be a blooper. That's going to get into no man's land. And Jacob Mejia has himself a base hit. Looked like a breaking ball. Just stuck his bat out and was able to get it over Randy Lopez's head. Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I mean, that one, he's out in front. It hits off the very end of the bat. But muscled it over the head of the second baseman, and now there's 2 on, nobody out. Power trying to take the lead or at least tie it up, and that might be the end for Haro.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be the end for Haro. He's going to leave 2 runners on the base path, but not before a good full 4 innings of work. Roughly around 90 pitches for the day. Had a good outing, but for him, the night is done. So we're going to let the new pitcher for the Grind get some warm-ups going. We'll be right back right here on the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network. Score still 2-1.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery, no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
That's going to bring up Adrian Sanchez on the mound now for the San Diego Grind, taking over for Naun Haro. And he's going to have himself a little bit of a tough task as nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Runners at first and second, and that's going to bring up the dangerous Noah Blythe.
That's why being a bullpen arm is such a tough job, is because you often come in and messes created for you by other people. Right now it's the 3-0 hitter, Noah Blythe, who has been one of the best power hitters this year. And then you got 2 on and nobody out. So you're trying to hold just a 1-run lead. This is a really, really tough job for Adrian Sanchez, and we'll see how he can handle it.
I think we've got somebody doing some conditioning out in the on the warning track in outfield. Everybody's just staring at. Even Casey Dill's over there just staring. What is he doing right now? I've seen some guys doing conditioning during the game. I don't know why we're stopping, but nonetheless, we're ready to go now. So Noah Blythe. Well, actually, we're gonna have a quick meeting real quick. Nope. Looks like Gonzalez gonna say just go throw. Now we're ready to go. So Noah Blythe. 0 for 2 today, though. Looking to change that up in a big way. First pitch to him. Gonna be up and in for a ball 1. Nice start for the count for Noah Blythe. Looking to get that one pitch. He's looking for that one pitch to drive it over to Marista Road. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off into the back net. Count is even up at 1-1.
Be interested to see what Sanchez's pitch mix is here and how similar or not similar it is to Naun Haro's, because that breaking ball was working so good for him. The power hitters are way out in front. If Sanchez doesn't have a breaking ball like that and he throws more fastballs, that might help out the power.
1-1 pitch, swung on. That's going to be driven to the right field side, left first base side. That's going to get down. Noah Blythe has himself a little bloop single there. Couple bounces off the throw, but nonetheless, runners are going to move from station to station. And the power, like I said, base is loaded now with Michael Groves, the dangerous Michael Groves, up to the plate with nobody out.
Bases loaded and nobody out. Talked about these tough jobs for bullpen guys, and well, it just got tougher for Sanchez. And a little bloop hit by Noah Blythe. Once again, I'll say it again, sometimes better to be lucky than good, and sometimes muscling a pitch like that is being good.
So a perfect opportunity for the Grind, for the Power to take the lead here. First pitch to Michael Grove is breaking ball, does catch that outside.
Let's go, Power.
So the PA announcer trying to get the crowd going, get them excited. The 0-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. Count is even up at 1-1.
Grove's wanting more RBIs. Had a couple last night. Huge opportunity for more here.
The 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Wow, he towered that one. Maybe a little too far in front was that hit? He was trying to get that not past the auxiliary field over to the high school field from that hit.
I'm not seeing many balls get more under from Groves than that. That one was a mile high, but it also went pretty darn far.
1-2 pitch. That's going to be a wild pitch. Heads up over by the bullpen. That's going to get one run across. And Jacob Mejia is actually going to take home as well. So that wild pitch is actually going to give the Power the lead. Noah Blythe takes third. And the Power up 3-2 now. That, unfortunately, was just an unfortunate, unlucky break for the grind. Bad ricochet.
Well, yeah, it looked like it bounced right off the guard. The leg guards of the catcher bounced all the way to the dugout. And he couldn't find it at first. And then there's some confusion here, and I think they're going to get this right.
Yeah, I think you're right,
so
too.
I think they're going to call it dead as it hit the dugout. So that'll send Blythe back to second, and Mejia will stay at third. So they each get a base because the run, or because the ball got away, but they have to stay put at that.
But nonetheless, with that call, I think that was the correct call.
Still tied up.
Still ties it up at 2-2 now. And still nobody out for Michael Groves. Here's the pitch. Swung on, did not take it though. Is it going to be drop third strike? Throws over to first base. That is going to be a K2-3 for Michael Groves, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Still big time opportunity, and here comes Brian Ball, who's walked and has a single today. And he's been a clutch hitter for the Power this season with guys in scoring position.
Yeah, if anybody can do it with runners in scoring position, you can always bet your tail it's going to be Brian Ball who can do the job here. So with one out, here's the first pitch to Brian Ball in this bottom of the fifth. That's going to be swung on, fouled off, out of play. Over to the batting cages over there on the first base side. Count is 0-1. Infield is playing in, ready to throw Noah Blythe home. Don't throw him out. 0-1 pitch. Stretches out for that one. Tries to throw over to home plate. Noah Blythe does get there in the nick of time. Or correction, no, that was Jacob Mejia. Noah Blythe comes around to score himself, though. And with that fine play, that's going to score 2 more runs for the Power. Now they have officially taken the lead. It is now 4-2 Power.
So just like that,
yeah.
Power to lead 4-2. I mean, a couple of really wonky plays. A ball that kicks off a shin guard, a chopper, and a wild throw home, and all of a sudden this game flipped on its head. I mean, it's 4-2, and still a runner in scoring position. That's Brian Ball, and still just one out.
Just like they read it up right there. That's just how it's done, yeah. So, 4-2 is the score now. Brian Ball over at second base. First pitch to Anthony Angel Jr. This at-bat is going to be taken for a strike. Looks like it caught the heart of the plate. 0-1 is the count. So out of nowhere, the Power have put 3 on the board now in this bottom of the fifth. Next pitch to Jr. Swung on and missed. Adam Whalen at that one. Count is now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Angel Jr. Sanchez trying to get his strikeout going. Next pitch swung on, fouled off. Nice little snag by Kirkland there.
Power often scoring bunches. They got 3 across already here. Why not add on more? That's what Anthony Angel Jr. is trying to do.
And from the looks of it, it actually looks like we have gotten more hits than what we were able to do last time we faced the grind. Next pitch is going to be grounded over to shortstop. Rocha does make the throw over to, no, it looks like we're going to have a little bobble at first. And I think he called him safe. Looked like he flung it out. Yeah, it looked like there was, I was pretty sure he called that safe, but I thought it was a guaranteed safe after the bobble. So, nonetheless, the Power have themselves runners in scoring position as Mark Kirkland is about to take his chops now. So, first pitch to Kirkland. Runners out the corners. Going to be taken. Does not connect, though, for the outside corner. Ball one. Like I said before, last time we played the grind, the Power were only able to get four hits off the board. And they've already beat that today. Next pitch to Kirkland up. Doesn't want to swing at that. Count is now 2-0.
Kirkland, a really good hitter's count here. I'd like to see him put a hurting on a ball.
On the board for his team. Next pitch, breaking ball. Does come across the outside corner. Count is now 2-1.
Even a fairly deep fly ball would bring home another run. That's all you want right now.
There is one out. Sac fly would do well for us. Next pitch going to be fouled off, out of play, into the stadium. Looks like we have someone fighting for a free popsicle with one of the kids there. So 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count to Mark Kirkland. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Next pitch on its way outside, easy take for Kirkland. Count is now run full, 3-2.
I like to see some aggressiveness here. You have a lead, but you want more, and maybe send Anthony Angel Jr. from first base here.
We've seen the Power be aggressive on the base path. We'll have to see if Anthony Angel does so. He does not. Offers it up. Mark Kirkland takes that pitch low and inside. Ball 4. And Sanchez has loaded the bases up for the Power, as that brings up Tyler Priest up to the plate.
Loaded right back up. Still just 1 out, and last time up, Tyler Priest had a rocket line drive for a hit into center field.
Well, he would definitely love to take another rocket shot up the middle for another RBI, though, here. Maybe 2. First pitch to him is going to be swung on, chop over to first base side. Throws over to first, or home plate. Does get the out, though, at home. So Brian Ball is not able to score. That's going to be a 3-2 putout. The second out of the inning. And that, unfortunately, is the bad news. The good news is, though, is that keeps the bases loaded with 2 outs for Porter Pittman coming up to the plate for the Power.
Really nice play there from Eddie King at first base. Smart to go home with it for the force out. A lot of people overthinking that situation. As a first baseman, you don't have to throw much, but in these kind of situations with the bases loaded, you always have to know where you're going to go with the ball.
So with 2 outs now, infield's going to play back in their regular positions. Force at any play. Porter Pittman ready to get some chops going. 0 for 2 today with a couple strikeouts. That's actually, if I'm not mistaken, his first ball taken. He's had 3 pitch strikeouts. So with 1 ball, no strikes. Catcher facing on the outside corner. The pitch swung on and missed. Count is even up at 1-1. Took a whack at that one, but was well behind it. Doesn't need a whole lot, just a little push over any of these infielders' heads will do the trick. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed again. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 now for Porter Pittman. Well, now with 1-2, what are you expecting this pitch to go? Do you think a fastball up or going with a breaking ball here again?
Fastball's been working the last couple pitches with Portman here. Maybe climb the ladder. Don't throw one in the zone. Try to get him to chase above it. The 1-2 count, you still got pitches to work with.
The 1-2 pitch. Taken outside. Does not connect, though. Was low and out for ball 2. Evens up the count at 2-2. Pittman still trying to figure out his footing here at Palm Springs Stadium. First time in the starting lineup. Wants to leave a good impression here on his first night on the starting lineup. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 call. Unfortunately, that is going to be the sombrero for the young man. But not before the Palm Spring Power are able to put 3 on the board and have taken the lead here from the bottom of this 5th inning. We're going into the top of the 6th. The grind. Let's see if they can put some runs on the board themselves. Right here. on the Power Baseball Network.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Welcome back now to the Power Baseball Network right here on YouTube. Power have taken the lead in the bottom of the 5th going into the top of the 6th inning. Dorsey Chatham back on the mound for the Power. First pitch is going to be taken for strike 1 as Hector Carrion ups the plate. Let's get things going in the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 now. Looks like Dorsey Chatham doesn't have a windup here. It just goes from the stretch. I respect it.
A lot of guys are just more comfortable that way.
The 0-2 pitch. Catches that outside corner. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hector Carrion. That's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. Nice spotting of the fastball there to catch that outside corner. Dorsey Chatham has himself another strikeout.
Well, Chatham's faced the minimum so far since he's come in. 7 up, 7 down, I believe.
That brings up Eddie King, first baseman for the Grind. First pitch to him. Catch that outside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Starting off this top of the 6th inning, so far so good. Chatham has a sign again. Ball ready to go behind the plate. 0-1 pitch. Catches that heart of the plate low and inside for strike 2. Count is 0-2 now. After Eddie King, it's going to be Alex Gonzalez trying to get his chops in here in the top of the 6th. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. The catch has been made. Strike 3 called. Another strikeout for Dorsey Chatham. 2 outs now in the top of the 6th. Bringing up Alex Gonzalez for the Grind.
Chatham now with 6 strikeouts.
6 strikeouts in 3 innings of work. Can't ask for nothing more out of the bullpen. As that does bring up the catcher, Alex Gonzalez, up to the plate. First pitch to him. Low in the dirt for a ball. Count is 1-0.
First ball thrown by Chatham in the inning there.
Yeah, it looked like Gonzalez was going to offer up at that one. But nonetheless, 1-0 is the count. Chatham, next pitch on his way, swung on. Thought he fouled it off in the net, but no, just blew it right by him, made a pop in ball's glove. Count is even up at 1-1. One of the best sounds in baseball is a good fastball right in the center of the pocket of the glove. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball had Gonzalez full. Count is now 1-2 now. looking to shut things down himself right here in the top of the 6th inning. Power up 4-2. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 called. So, one pitch outside of an immaculate inning, but nonetheless a 10-pitch inning for Dorsey Chatham and 3 strikeouts. So we're going out into the bottom of the 6th inning. Power still lead at 4-2. We'll see what they can do now with a little bit of a 2-run cushion right here on the Power Baseball Network.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese, meat, cheese, meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. 'Cause Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales.
We've reached the top of the 6th inning here at Palm Springs Stadium. Power are up 4-2. A nice piece of pitching by Dorsey Chatham, going 10 pitches, 3 strikeouts last inning. And has put the grind back on the field. That brings up the top of the lineup for the Power. It's going to be Cole Abrams. Get some more chops going here. First pitch to him. Swung on, fouled off. Back into the backstop. Count is 0-1 now. So no balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch to Abrams again. In the dirt. No offer at that one. Count is even at 1-1.
Abrams 0 for 2, but he has reached on a hit by pitch. This is Sanchez's first shot at a clean inning. We'll see if that helps him out any.
Next pitch. Well, Abrams checked his swing, but it's in there anyway. Count is now 1-2 off that outside corner pitch. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, little chopper down third base side. Serratos has to make a throw over there, make a grab barehanded, makes the throw over to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Nice piece of defense right there by Serratos to make that barehanded grab to throw to first.
Oh, nice play. Defense is, I think, an understatement. What a play by Serratos over there. The bare hand, the strong cannon of a throw, and it was right on the money. A lot of times those bare hand throw across the body like that gets thrown away.
First pitch to Jacob Mejia. Little line grounder over to Rocha. Throws it over to first base. That's going to be a 1 pitch out for Jacob Mejia. And the Power are down to 1 final out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a pinch hitter for the Power. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Swinging for strike 1. Yeah, Sanchez working pretty good quickly here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch is going to be grounded over to the shortstop side. Going to be a bad hop. So that is going to be tough play. And And we're going to rule that, go ahead as a hit. Looked like it was on the opposite side of the glove. Going to be a tough play over at shortstop. Tough throw nonetheless. And a good hustle by our batter here for the Palm Springs Powers. That's going to bring up Michael Groves. Groves looking to get things started hot, maybe get a 2-out rally. First pitch taken for a ball, count is 1-0 now. One 0 pitch taken, does catch that outside corner for a strike. Count is evened up at 1-1 now. As that was Willie Sanchez with his base hit over the shortstop side. Pinch hitting for Noah Blythe. Willie Sanchez, if I'm not mistaken, is a PSCL player, getting his chops in going here at the power level. Next pitch for Michael Groves, though, is going to be fouled off on the right field side. Count is now 1-2. So with 1 ball, 2 strikes, Willie Sanchez, also a PSCL All-Star, if I'm not mistaken, for the power, for the PSCL at least. 1-2 pitch, swung on, chopper. That's going to get up the middle between first and second. That's going to get through into the outfield for a base hit for Michael Groves. Station to station goes runners, and the Power have themselves a small little rally possibly, as up the plate now is going to be catcher Bryant Ball, ready to get some more chops going. Been on base 3 times after 3 plate appearances. Hitting the ball well, seeing the ball well after coming back from day to day.
It was 1 for 2 with a walk, an RBI, a run scored. He's had a good day at the dish.
Hoping to get another hit on his line. First pitch, checked his swing, but he did go around, says home plate umpire. Count is 0-1 now. So no balls and 1 strikes. Michael Groves takes his lead. Willie Sanchez takes his lead. Next pitch is going to be grounded over to the shortstop. That was going to be a tough play. Ricochets off the shortstop's glove. Sanchez rounds third. He's headed home. He is going to score. That should be another base hit, another RBI single for Bryant Ball. The score is now Power 5, Grind 2. Nice, hard base hit. Was time called? Looks like time was called. Bryant Ball trying to take advantage of it. But nonetheless, another RBI for the man behind the plate, Bryant Ball. Wow, it looked like that hurt off the wrist of Rocha at shortstop. And it looks like that might do it for Sanchez on the mound for the grind. So unfortunately for him, his day is done, but good news for the Power. 2 outs have led to at least 1 run after the 2-out rally with runners at the corners. We're going to take a quick break, let him get some warm-ups in. We'll be right here on the Palm Springs Power Baseball Network.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll also the Caliente place to play.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
New pitcher now for the San Diego Grind is going to be Joel Martinez, number 97, ready to get his chops in as Anthony Angel Jr. has himself another opportunity to get another run across the board for the Power. This Power lead at 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch for Joel Martinez this night. It's going to be taken up for a ball. Count is 1-0 now. Joel Martinez has a pretty good high kick up. Actually, low kick up. I was mistaken there on that end at least. Next pitch taken for a strike. Count is evened up at 1-1 now.
Power just looking to add on more. They lead 5-2. Runners at the corners, 2 outs.
Next pitch to Angel Martinez does taken for a ball. Nice little slider action there by Martinez. Doesn't catch the outside corner though. 2-1 is the count. Ball takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Angel went up, as did Martinez. Blew it right past him. Count is evened up at 2-2 now. Making quick work of Angel here. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swing, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. But not before the Brian Ball single, RBI single, is able to get another run across the score for the Power. We're going into the top of the 7th inning. Your score, Palm Springs Power 5, San Diego Grind 2.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh yeah, whoop 'em good, Jack.
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty.
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows, and with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Adam Amaro up to the plate against Dorsey Chatham. Dorsey Chatham, 3 innings pitched. All 3 up, 3 down. Ready to get things going here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch taken, catch the outside corner for a strike. Dorsey Chatham locked and loaded. Has been ever since the top of the 4th inning. Been able to connect perfectly with Brian Ball behind the plate. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Count is 0-2 now. That's what you like to see from your bullpen. Able to just come on in, get things rocking and rolling, and stay locked in on each of his pitches and feel confident in each one of them. The 0-2 pitch. Taken, does not connect though with that outside corner, just a little outside for a ball 1.
Well, Chatham's been nothing short of dominant in his 3 innings so far. Looking for that to continue here.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. Breaking pitch, trying to get the back door. Does not connect again, though. Count is evened up at 2-2 now. Dorsey Chatham placing these balls really well, but unfortunately just missing by an inch, and an inch is a lot in this game. 2-2 pitch. That one is outside, way outside. Count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It does look like we are going to have some action in the bullpen for the Power. Don't think it's going to go for Chatham, though. I think they're going to believe in Chatham to get 4 innings out of work for him. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Swinging for Dorsey Chatham. That's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Nice piece of pitching to go up and away. Had Amaro chasing there.
Well, good at bat by Amaro to work it to a 3-2 count, but Chatham was still able to get his man in.
That brings up, looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter now for the grind. It's going to be number 37. Looks like David Gordon on our roster sheet, ready to get his first chops in. Looks like he's going to be subbing in for Brett Lawton, or at least pinch hitting in his side of the lineup. First pitch taken, low and inside for ball 1. Couple of defense changes as well for the Power. 1-0 pitch on its way. Taken again for ball 2. Willie Sanchez was pinch hitting for Noah Blythe last inning. And Richie Amavisca will later be taking Porter Pittman's place in the lineup. Next pitch going to be low in the dirt for ball 3. 3-0 is the count now. So David Gordon hasn't had to swing at anything here. Next pitch, little chopper to Dorsey Chatham's side. Does make the throw, makes the catch over at Mark Kirkland. And that is going to be out number 2 here in the top of the 7th inning.
Well, I mean, Chatham, when things are working for you, things are working for you. He has a 3-0 count there. Somehow, the green light is given to Gordon, and he chases one low and taps it right back to Chatham, and just like that, he remains perfect. I can say that because it's the middle of the game.
Yeah, you can say that now. He wasn't the starter, and he's had 3 2/3 perfect innings pitched. And first pitch going to be taken for ball 1 here. 1-0 is the count. Chatham trying to get 4 perfect innings out of the way for him. Next pitch swung on and missed. Had him fooled there. Count is even up at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Chatham locked and loaded, ready to get things rolling again. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Ricochets off Brian Ball's shin guards. And the count has moved up to 2-1.
Julian Orozco warming up in the Power bullpen. I believe that he's just getting loose for the 8th inning.
Ready to have a little bit of a setup guy in the 8th inning. And the 2-1 pitch. Taken, catches that lower end of the zone. Nice placement there, and nice frame job by Ball. Count is even up at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. So the Palm Spring Power lead this 5-2. Dorsey Chatham trying to get 4 perfect innings out of the way. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a chopper. Brian Ball gets a hold of it, throws over to first, makes the out, and that's going to do it for the top of the 7th inning. So 4 complete shutout and perfect innings for Dorsey Chatham. Most likely will do it, but he's done his job out of the pen. And we're going to send it over to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll see you right back right here on the Power Baseball Network.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
It's party time here at Palm Springs Stadium. The 7th inning stretch has been done. We're all stretched out, ready to go. Have another 2.5 innings left to play here at Palm Springs Stadium. Probably, hopefully, 2 here. As Mark Kirkland going to get his chops going here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Power still lead it 5-2. Kirkland hoping to get some fireworks started here on July 5th. First pitch going to be taken outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count.
Well, that was the best thing about last night. We had fireworks on the field and then fireworks in the sky right after.
That was a blast to watch. Great ball game that you guys definitely missed out on if you did not catch it. Fouled off into the net. Count is now 1-1. I don't know if y'all noticed on the broadcast, you and Austin Stokes had the most viewers on our station last night. It was very nice to see.
I'm just that good.
You're just that good. That's right. We're just good at our jobs here, folks. Next pitch, breaking ball, does come in, back in the zone. Count is now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Here is the pitch to Kirkland. A little two-seamer action there. Does not connect with the outside corner. Count is 1-2, or count is full, is even at 2-2. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So bottom of the 7th inning, after a couple of good innings for the Power, scoring 3 and 1 in 5 and 6. Next pitch for Kirkland, swung on and missed, catches that outside corner, does not connect, and that's going to be out number 1, bringing up Tyler Priest for the Power.
Priest has had a good game. He has an RBI single into center field.
Seeing the ball pretty well today. Hoping to bump that average up just a little bit. First pitch taken on the outside for ball 1. On the deck is going to be another PSCL guy making his, I guess we'd say his Power debut. Next pitch taken for a ball. Count is 2-0 now. Little adjustment by the umpire's face mask. Make sure everything's set in stone. You don't want to face or foul ball off the bat into his face. 2-0 pitch, swung on, fouled off into the net. Count is now moved up to 2-1. Priest with his signature white helmet and yellow gloves. He hasn't changed from that. Usually we can all spot who he is coming up to the plate with that helmet and glove combination.
Very bright.
It's very bright white. I can't believe he doesn't keep that. He keeps that as clean as he does. 2-1 pitch does connect with the outside corner. Count is evened up at 2-2. I think that's why I usually had a black helmet. You couldn't tell if it was dirty at all. But that's just me. 2-2 is the count. Swung on, fouled off, back into the backstop. We'll do it again at 2-2. Nice battle here by Priest against Joel Martinez. Back on the mound for the grind. bottom of the fifth inning, or bottom of the seventh inning. Score still 5-2. 2-2 pitch on its way, swung on. Nice battle again by Tyler Priest. Hits that out into the park, and we will do it again at 2-2.
Been seeing the ball well today. He had that line shot up the middle. That one lined hard but foul. He fouled one straight back.
Keeping the at-bat going, keeping Martinez pitching. Next pitch, just a little low on the outside corner. Thought he connected, but did not. Count is full now at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch to Priest. Swung on, foul down the right field line. That is going to get foul again. And the battle will continue against Martinez and Tyler Priest.
Priest really, really battling here. Love this at-bat from him.
So the payoff pitch again. Swung on, Priest still battling. Fouls that one barely off the tip of the barrel. We will do it again at a full count.
That one might have been ball 4, but it's too close to take. He just spoils it and gets another pitch here. What an at-bat. Hopefully it can pay off for him.
Waiting for that payoff pitch. The one perfect for him. 3-2 pitch swung on. That's going to be a little chopper over to the first base side. King gets it over to himself. It's going to be a 3 uninsisted put out on there, but a good at-bat for Tyler Priest. Get that many pitches and just to barely lose the battle there. As that's going to bring up a new hitter for the Palm Spring Power. It's going to be Richie Amavisca, a member of the PSCL, now a member of the Power tonight. Ready to get things going, his first at-bat as a Palm Spring Power player. And you notice the Palm Spring Power, 8 hits in the ball game. That's going to be double what they did last time against the Grind. So they're hitting and seeing the ball well tonight. First pitch is going to be up in the zone. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Amavisca, member of the A's and the PSCL, got the call up just today, as did Willie Sanchez, both on the A's.
0-1 pitch. Taken for a ball. Count is evened up at 1-1.
Both of them have been really, really good in the PSCL. Sanchez was PSCL All-Star last night. Amavisca wasn't, but he deserved it.
1-1 pitch, swung on, fouled off, out of play. Count is now moved to 1-2. The bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs now. Amavisca, yeah, I agree. He might have been just a couple votes short of getting the all-star spot. Wants to prove to these guys that he can hang with them, though. Next pitch on its way, fouled off, going to be outside, going to be out of play into the park. And we'll do it again at 1-2. So with 1 ball and 2 strikes, Amavisca, his first plate appearance as a Power. Wanting to get things going for him. Next pitch, low in the dirt, near the dirt at least. And the count is evened up at 2-2. Good take by Amavisca.
Really good at bat here. He's fouled off a couple pitches. A tough take there.
2-2 is the count. Here is the pitch. Going to be taken, catches that outside corner. A nice placement by Martinez, and that's going to be out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 7th. We're going into the top of the 8th. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a new pitcher. We'll get some info on him later right here on the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like your bacon.
Say it. Steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
New pitcher on the mound for the Palm Spring Power. It's going to be Julian Orozco up to get some setup going. Julian Orozco been pretty good in the setup position. Currently pitching a .85 ERA. Will be at 3.02. Whipping at 1.04. 29 strikeouts for the young man. A couple of those from starts, but he's been shut out for the most part of his career here at the Power.
Yeah, he's had some starts, some bullpen appearances, another one here, but he's got a hard fastball, sits around 92, or has hit 92, sits around 88 to 90, and he's got a wipeout curveball.
So, first pitch in the top of the 8th inning. Randy Lopez squaring up. Does pull it back, though. But it's in the zone nonetheless for strike one. Count is 0-1 now. And typically it's been Orozco in the setup spot. 0-1 pitch. Taken on the outside corner for a ball. Count is evened up at 1-1, which usually brings up Kenneth Schechter to close things out. Palm Spring Power need him, as Kenneth is warming up in the bullpen at the moment. 1-1 pitch. Taken, does not connect though on the outside. 2-1 is the count. So it's a 5-2 ball game, a 3-run deficit for the grind, but 6 outs can change a whole lot. 2-1 is the pitch. Swung on and missed. Had him wailing at that one, Randy Lopez, and the count is evened up at 2-2 now. So with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Roscoe kicks, he deals. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. That's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Looked like some two-seam action right there, but nonetheless, got the out number 1.
We'll talk about this power pitching. There has not been a base runner allowed since the 3rd inning when Miles Halligan, the starter, was in.
Which is absolutely good work from the bullpen. Excellent work on the pitching staff. As that's going to bring up Mickey Rocha up to the plate now for the grind. First pitch taken. Does not hit that outside corner. Ball 1 is the count. Thought he had it. We thought he had him up here. Next pitch, jam shot. Fouls that off into the back net. Count is even up at 1-1 now. Roscoe taking his role as a setup guy pretty seriously here. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Just over the head of us. We were reaching. Very, very aggressively we reached, obviously.
Expecting a wipeout curveball here. Trying to get Roca to chase.
See if you're correct, my friend. 1-2 is the count. Here is the pitch. Yeah, there was that breaking ball. Sweeping. But taken. Count is even up at 2-2 now.
Well, he gave him the breaking ball, but that one looked like a ball the whole way. He's got to start that more on the inside part of the plate, and then it breaks away from him. Forces him to chase.
So with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. See what he goes with this pitch. Here is the pitch. Looked like he went for the fastball. Did not catch that outside corner. A nice placement, though. But unfortunately did not connect. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Roscoe, he kicks and he deals. Swung on fastball. That's going to be driven pretty deep out to left field. Amavisca, though, does make the grab, though, out in left field. Sanchez, correction. Oh, second correction. Actually, that's Jacob Mejia who's moved over to left field. That's going to be out number 2. Nice piece of hitting, but the depth of this ballpark strikes again. That's just a routine flyout. So with 2 outs now in the inning, that's going to bring up Oscar Serratos up to the plate for the grind. First pitch, check to swing, but it's in there anyway. Strike 1. Had him fooled on that one. I'm going to fool him again right here. 0-1 pitch. Swung on hard grounder, and that's just going to bounce right over Tyler Priest's head. Nothing he could do right there. Ricocheting off the grass. The infield grass. And that's going to be a base hit. Now the Grind have a runner on base with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
That's Serrato's second hit of the game. Each of them have been smoked up towards the middle. That one, Priest would have had a shot, but it just took a tough, weird hop way over his head. He was lined up with it. Well, Grind tried to get something going with 2 outs, running out of outs.
So the first pitch on its way to Hector Carrion. Going to be taken, catch that outside corner for a strike. Like we said, 5-2 is a pretty good lead, but anything can happen in the later half of the game. 0-1 is the count. The pitch is going to be outside, evened up at 1-1 now. Seen some famous games that have blown up. Remember the whole Steve Bartman game in the NLCS a while back. Anything can happen in these later half innings. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice breaking ball action there by Orozco, and the count has now moved to 1-2.
What a crazy breaking ball. It's almost like it had 2 breaks. It almost like it had a big break and then last second another one. I mean, just crazy.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be popped up. Underneath it is going to be Priest. Makes the grab, and that's going to do it for the top of the 8th inning. So 1 hit in the inning, but no harm, no foul, as that's going to be a good setup. Top of the 8th is complete. The Power looking like one more chance to at bat here. Try and get some more insurance runs going in the bottom of the 8th inning right here on the Power Baseball Network.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the caliente place to play.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Welcome back to the Palm Springs Power Baseball Network. Power up 5-2 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. As we are going to have ourselves a new pitcher for the Grind. It's going to be Anthony Diaz taking over in the bottom of the 8th. Unfortunately, he's going to have himself a tough lineup here going up to the top of the lineup. Starting off with Cole Abrams. Tough feat here to try and keep this a 3-run ball game for him.
Abrams trying to add insurance.
First pitch swung on and missed. He had a statement on that fastball. Blew it right by Cole Abrams. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, that was certainly lively from Anthony Diaz. Got my attention. I'm awake now, Brae.
Heard the pop off the glove of that heat, that's for sure. 0-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Well, the umpire did turn to make the strike call, but doesn't make the arm movement. It's going to be evened up at 1-1 now. Pretty good placement there. Cole Abrams didn't offer up at it, though. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Slides it right over. Catch that outside corner. Count is now 1-2. Abrams didn't want to swing at that at all. But 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And here is the pitch. Diaz swung off, fouled just barely off the catcher's shin guards, looks like. Looks like we will do it again at 1-2. Jacob Mejia getting some stretching going, ready to go for his on his plate appearance coming up. The 1-2 again. Swung on, driven deep down right center field. That's going to get right in the gap. That's going to be trouble. Abram rounds first. He's going to head to second. That might be triple trouble. Rounding second now, heading to third. The throw into the infield's not going to be in time. And Cole Abrams has himself a stand-up triple in the bottom of the 8th inning. What a good way to get some things going right here in the bottom of the 8th.
Well, we talked about all the power one here is just some insurance runs. Well, pretty good opportunity now after the leadoff triple, and Abrams showing off the wheels, standing up, not even having to slide in.
That's a tough thing to do, a stand-up triple, that's for sure. As that brings up Jacob Mejia up to the plate, 90 feet away from getting a very solid insurance run RBI. I think our sound guy was jamming out a little too much on that song right there. So, now we're ready here at the ballpark. Jacob Mejia up to the plate. And Anthony Diaz on the mound. First pitch on its way. Catches it on the outside corner for strike one. Pretty good placement by Diaz there. Run positions at first and third. Playing in, ready for any kind of ground ball to get the runner out at third. 0-1 is the count. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball trying to go back door. Does not connect, though. Count is even up at 1-1 now.
Big opportunity here for Mejia. He's had a lot of extra base hits of his own this season, just like Abrams had there.
So 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Taken, doesn't catch the outside corner. Pretty good placement there, but Jacob Mejia doesn't offer at that. Recognized it a little too far out. Count is now 2-1 now.
Good hitters count for Mejia.
2-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a little blooper. That looks like it's going to be a no man's land. That is going to be a base hit. And a good old-fashioned base hit as Cole Abrams comes across to score. And Jacob Mejia with an RBI single. It is now 6-2 Power.
Where's that insurance, and why not keep it going? Here comes Willie Sanchez, already 1 for 1 in his Power debut. And let's just try to keep the train moving, Brae.
That's what we like to see here at Palm Springs Stadium. Willie Sanchez, like you said, 1 for 1 today. First at bat as a Palm Springs Power player. Gets himself his first base hit. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 now. First pitch here to him. Breaking ball. Gets right over the heart of the plate. Strike one. Careful now. Lucky he didn't swing at that. That's a dangerous pitch, leaving those curveballs up. He takes his lead. Diaz kicks. He deals. Swung on and missed. Fastball outside corner. Had Sanchez chasing on that end. He has moved up to 0-2 now. We've had the breaking ball first pitch. Fastball heater on the outside. What do you think of this one?
Fastball.
Simple enough, folks, right there. 0-2 pitch.
I was wrong.
A breaking ball. It was a breaking ball. Throw it gets over to second base or shortstop Rocha. That's going to be thrown out of action. Jacob Mejia rounds third now. He's headed home. They're going to get the ball not in time in play. And so Willie Sanchez, looks like a fielder's choice error, but nonetheless, it's going to be another run on the board for the Power. It's now 7-2. Looks like just a poor throw on Roach's in. Not able to get the fielder's choice at second base. Jacob Mejia, with the wheels he's got, he's able to get around third and home.
Now, 7-2. Still nobody out and still someone in scoring position. This one's not over yet.
Well, now they got dangerous Michael Groves here. The grind and a little bit of a world of hurt. The runner in scoring position. First pitch, the designated hitter is going to be taken for a ball. It's going to be low. 1-0 is the count. Player of the game, still doing some hard work for the Power last night. Doing some hard work tonight as well. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off into the net. Count is evened up now, 1-1.
Groves does have a single today. It was his last time up. He's also grounded out a couple times and struck out.
I would like to have himself another multi-hit game. Perfect opportunity to do so and put another run on the plate, as I think Michael Groves might have swung so hard his back was thrown out.
Coach Don Brae going to walk down the line a little bit, make sure his guy's okay, and they say play on. Grove steps back in.
Maybe some sort of pinched nerve on his side. But nonetheless, he's ready to go again. Just need a little bit of stretching. 1-1 is the count. Diaz has his sign. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball off speed. Zooms back around, catches that outside corner. Count is 1-2 now. Michael Groves in a little bit of struggle here with the 1-2 pitcher's count. But nothing we've never seen from Michael Groves to be able to battle back. He's going to go with the choked up swing stance. 1-2 is the pitch. Swung on, grounded over to second base side. That's going to be Lopez, gets it over to King for the first out of the inning. That does move Willie Sanchez over to third base. Another 90 feet away from another run for the Power. And look who's coming up to the plate. It's going to be Clutchman Bryant Ball.
Ball has 2 hits today and a walk, and he's got 2 RBI. A big opportunity for a third hit and a third RBI. Even bigger just for the third RBI. A sac fly could get it done.
Absolutely. 2 for 2 today. Been on base 3 times. Looking for a 4th trip around the bases. Here's the first pitch to him. Going to be taken up near the eyes. Ball 1 is the count. 1-0. Brian would love that third RBI on his line tonight. Definitely in line for player of the game, that's for sure. 1-0 is the count. Here's the pitch. Taken. Misses on the inside. 2 balls and no strikes is the count. On deck's going to be Anthony Angel Jr. Looks like ready to get some more chops in. 2-0 pitch. Does not swing at that. Doesn't catch the corner. And the count's now 3-0.
This third time tonight, Paul's found himself in this good of a hitter's count, 3-0.
See if the green light is on. Next pitch. Didn't need to. Was way too far inside. Brian Ball has his second walk of the day. Stays perfect on the batting line, 2-2. As that brings up Anthony Angel Jr. in a dangerous spot with bases on the corners. Ready to get some more insurance runs on the board.
Brian Ball's now been on base 4 times tonight. And first game back, and he didn't miss a beat.
Absolutely not. Perfect average. First pitch to Anthony Angel Jr. now is going to be swung on and missed for strike 1. Good little placement there on the pitch there to Jr. Like he might have swung out of his shoes on that end. Just trying to power that over to the outfield. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed again. Strike 2. Now Jr. in an 0-2 count with bases on the corners.
It's a really good fastball from Diaz. It's just a matter of spotting it up for him. He's done it the last 2 pitches.
Catcher places it on the outside corner, ready to go. Diaz kicks, he deals. I think Angel thought that was going to be strike 3, but nonetheless, a little too far inside for the umpire's liking. Count has moved up to 1-2 now. Serratos over at third base, playing a little in, just in case of a bunt. Also to keep runner over at third base. Next pitch, swung on and missed, caught in the catcher's mitt. That's going to be strike 3 and out number 2 for the Power. That's the bad news. The good news is, though, is Mark Kirkland is going to be coming up to the plate now again.
Kirkland's reached base twice without a hit. He's been hit by a pitch and he's walked. And he had a really nice line drive that ended up just being an out in right field.
First pitch, this one. That's going to be right up the middle, snagged right in Diaz's glove. Look what I caught here, mama. Tosses it over to first, and that's going to do it for the inning. So, fortunately, Mark Kirkland doesn't get his hit, but the Power get themselves 2 more insurance runs. They've got a 7-2 lead going into the top of the 9th. Looks like Kent Schechter is going to be coming out to get that, to close things out right here on the Palm Spring Power Baseball Network.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like, your, bacon.
Say it. Steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
So Kenneth Schechter on the mound now to close things out for us here at Palm Springs Stadium. Power up 7-2 after some fantastic insurance runs coming across the score in the bottom of the 8th. Kenneth Schechter, as we said, coming out to close things out. Not a save opportunity, but nonetheless, get them out of this inning and go 21-1 for the record this season for the Palm Springs Power, and have themselves continue this winning streak into double digits, 10 winning streak.
Well, Schechter's been great all season long in this 9th inning, and he's just looking to shut it down again for yet another Power winner.
So up to the plate for the grind to start at the top of the 9th is going to be Eddie King, the first baseman. First pitch taken, does not connect though for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 pitch on its way. Nice placement by Kenneth. Does not connect though. On the outside corner. 2-0 is the count now. The 2-0 pitch. Taken. That one does connect with the inside corner this time around. 2-1 is the count.
First 2 pitches were really close, just neither got the call, but Schechter able to find it that time.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch now. Swung on. That's going to be driven out to right field. Kirkland moves underneath it and makes the grab, and that's going to be out number 1 for the Palm Springs Power. 2 outs away from a 21-1 record. As that's going to bring up Alex Gonzalez, the catcher for the grind. Now just 2 outs to work with. Running out of time and running out of space to come back here.
Gonzalez 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts swinging and a line out to center field.
First pitch to Alex Gonzalez. Breaking pitch. Tried to go with the 6 nasty curveball, but didn't break enough. Right over the head for ball 1.
You're too old to say sick nasty, Brae.
What are you talking about? That was my language back in the day. You young whippersnapper. Next pitch, line shot down the left field line. Does just reach out of play, and I think that was a broken bat. Yes, sir, it was.
Got some firewood now. Does Gonzalez obviously not happy about that breaking a bat. I mean, he smoked that ball just out in front of it and foul and cracked his bat a little bit. Could hear it the way it hit the bat that it got cracked.
It's honestly just no fun to break your bat, that's for sure. These bats are pretty expensive, and to break a bat and not be able to use it again is just unfortunate. Next pitch is going to be low. Catches that lower end of the zone. Strike 2 is the count. 1 and 2 is the count now. Kenneth placing these balls pretty well. 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Just sticks his bat out there. Kenneth Schechter does make the snag, though. Tosses it over to Anthony Angel Jr. at first, and that's out number 2. And now just 1 out away from extending their winning streak to 10. That brings up Adam Amaro.
And not only is it another win for the Power, but it's another come from behind win. They were down 2-1 into the middle innings, and then the offense started going, and Dorsey Chatham shut things down on the mound.
Sounds like vintage Power, though. middle half of the middle innings able to come back and take the lead. First pitch, catch that outside corner, strike one.
They proved last night you can never count them out, even down to the last out.
These guys fight. Their only loss was by 1, 9-8. 0-1 pitch, a little too far inside. Count is even up at 1-1. So the one loss against the Legends, the Inland Valley Legends, was a comeback in the bottom of the ninth. 1 run short. It was their only loss of the season. The 1-1 pitch on its way. Swung on. Looks like he Jedi swung that right into the glove of Tyler Priest. And that is ball game. Nice piece of pitching by Kenneth Schechter. Closes things out. And the Palm Spring Power have won their 21st game of the season and have extended their winning streak to 10. Nice piece of pitching by the bullpen. Nice piece of hitting by the Power as well, coming up with 10 hits today. Most of them coming off the good hits of Bryant Ball, who's going to be our player of the game, 2 for 3 today. A couple of RBIs, a couple of base hits, a couple of walks, able to get on bag. Can't ask for more from your catcher. Absolutely not, Brae. I mean, he got on base 4 times. He's always great behind the dish, works well with his Power staff, and first game back, couldn't go any better. Absolutely not. And we can't forget about Dorsey Chatham coming back into the top of the 4th inning to do some relief pitching. Going to be giving himself the victory after tonight. Just have 4 perfect innings, 12 up and 12 down for the young man. A couple strikeouts for him. Can't ask for more from your bullpen, especially from Orozco and Schechter to close things out in the 7th or the 8th and the 9th inning as well. So that's going to do it here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'd like to thank you guys for joining us here on the YouTube channel, the Palm Springs Power Baseball Network, as we say here. That's going to do it. Tomorrow's going to be the day off, but we will be back here Friday. Game time at 7 o'clock. Gates are going to be opening at 6. We'd like to thank you guys for watching here. And once again, your final score, Palm Springs Power 7. The San Diego Grind is going to be 2. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you back here at the ballpark.